Stuart Mitchell, and I'm the President and CEO of Pathstone Corporation. I grew up on a dairy farm in Middlesex, New York. Had every intention of going back and being a part of the dairy farm that I grew up on, and went to Cornell. And from that experience of being at Cornell in 1965, I got involved with a group of people who had just been down to Fayette County, Tennessee, in a civil rights project in 1964. And for a whole host of reasons that make no sense to anybody except maybe God, I got involved and decided to go down there as a civil rights worker in 1965. My parents and my grandparents were just mortified that I would even think about something like this. I did not have any real action or activity or any real knowledge of the civil rights movement that was happening at that time. The politics of it all didn't really begin to register with me until we got involved in the actual civil rights work itself, and I began to see the impact of a segregated society. The connection that became the movement that I became a part of for the summer was deciding to integrate a segregated school system that had been in place for probably generations. This system was designed to allow or require black kids to go to school in the summer, and then they would be off school in the fall to pick cotton. So we got to work with families to convince the parents of kids that they should take this incredibly radical decision to boycott the summer program and to potentially lose their job, even lose their home for resisting the segregated school system that had been there for generations. We convinced about 90% of the students in this one school district to boycott, and they did. And we organized a march of about 1,000 people. I think it was the largest march that had been ever held in that area. And the result was that we shut that system down. One of the other things we did, which was tangential to that, but I think really central, is that we decided to integrate a sandwich shop. We went in with a group of black kids and my coworker and myself. We decided to sit there, and the owner decided to serve the black kids but not the two white kids. And the black kids said, no, we're all going to eat, or none of us are going to eat. The community rallied around us, and they literally formed a barricade around the jail for the 2 nights that we were in jail. And that again was another example, I think, of the energy that came out of a protest. How do we approach that, back in the 60s, when it was legislatively organized and controlled by laws and unfair practices, to where we don't have that problem, but we have an economic problem, and that we've got people trying to survive on $16,000 a year in a time and place where it's simply just not possible to do that. That's a huge and very rude awakening to a lot of work that we can be a part of by being with people, by helping them help themselves, by helping find ways that we can break down barriers. We've got that opportunity to break that down, and I want to be a part of that.